Right, we're in now with this Worcester Bosch boiler. We're going to give it a full strip down service. Right, first job is to disconnect the gas from the top of the gas valve with this pin here, and then we're going to undo the power to the fan because we need to get the whole of the fan and the fan arm off. We need to undo this nut on the top of the heat exchange. So.
That's it.
We need to just pull this out of the way, the plastic cover over the fan, protecting the fan from any water. Pull that out of the way. Right, got the earth cable off as well, and then why I've been doing this work, if you just have a look down there, you can see that the rubber hose from the gas valve is split, and that is why I was getting such low readings on the emissions, and it was a low gas rate. At first I thought it was the heat exchange that needed cleaning, which we're going to do anyway because it's not been done, but that is the reason there why we're getting 23 kilowatt on a gas rate when it should be 28, and the emissions were around 8.8 on high, 7.8 on low, which is too low. So, right, this is the service kit we got. We've got the burner seal, we've got the little bits and bats that we require, and we're putting everything back. But we also got a little rubber hose, which is the one that has already split. So, well, last thing, we can change that over. Right, now we've disconnected everything and we've found the split hose. We're going to pull the fan towards us, like this, like so. And then when it gets loose, we can pull it up. And out it comes. Just mind the cable getting caught there. And that's the fan out, the fan arm, and we can see what's happened here, which is a very common fault. So we're going to change that, obviously. Just going to take this access cover off now, just to give us a little bit of manoeuvrable space. So Phillips screwdriver, just so we're just going to take that off. As you can see, the seal's all okay, so that's just giving us a little bit more room now. Right, we're going to remove the electrodes now, the 3 as you can see at the back. 1, 2, 3, you can see the 3, and then we can then remove the burner plate after that. Take my watch off quickly, get my hand in there. So, got 1 off, 2. As you can see, we've got them, the 2 and the 3rd one, and then we can remove the plate. Right, now to remove the burner seal. The electrodes. Right, now to get the cup burner out, it's a bit awkward, so you need to get it up and out, but there's not a lot of room, so be careful again. So tip it on its side. Right, it is a bit tight, so I've just pulled the seal away a little bit, and then it just creeps through and we can get the burner out. There we go, that's the burner. Remove the baffles now, so hand to here and just pull straight up. So that just pulls out, no problem, doesn't need twisting, doesn't lock in or anything, it just sits in there. So as you're looking down into the heat exchanger now, you can see there's another baffle in the bottom, and this is where we're going to need the special tool to remove this. So this is a tool from Worcester, which is going to remove the baffle. You need to get down, hook it on here, and then just pull it up. So there we have it, and as you can see, this is what we hooked the tool on. literally under there, and then up it came. So baffles out, we can have a little look down now and see what heat exchange looks like on the Worcester with the baffles out. As you can see, yeah, down there, it isn't actually that dirty, but it's a good job we've done it, because the longer you leave it, the harder them baffles are to get out, and they can get stuck. So we're going to get the brush down now and give it a good clean. Brush for cleaning heat exchanger out, so I'm going to pop them down here and give it after we've given it a good brushing, as long as you think you brushed it enough and you've got enough the deposits out, what I'm going to do is just pour a little bit of water down just to rinse it through down into the condensate trap. So I can just pour a little bit down. Yeah, I'll just rinse everything down through the sump into the condensate trap, any bits that you brushed off with the brush, and that's it. Right, baffle to go back, so obviously we've got the tool, we're going to drop it down, so to get him squeezing through here, try not to drop him. Once you've got him in place, you can then get the tool hooked on him and he can be lowered down. Where's my torch? Where's my torch? Hold on. What's that? So, baffle back in. Carefully lower him down so he's back in place. See, all back in. Right, burner to go back in. As you can see, we've got a big lug there, and you've got the little lug there. The big lug goes to the back, and you'll see exactly what I mean. As you can see, there's the big plug at the back there, yeah, and there's a smaller one there. So we'll get it in and then we'll have a look. that's it. So you've got to make sure both lugs are in the top of the burner is flush. You can see that side's in, that side's in, and run your hand around it and it's all flush with the top of the heat exchange. You can see there as well. So we're going to replace the burner seal, because as you can see it's worn, it's broken there, there's a few cracks around the electrode, so not worth leaving that one in when we've got one, a brand new one. Best practice to change it, so we're going to change that now. Right, so we're going to get the old burner seal off. We've got to just pull back these little lugs here so we can get the electrodes out without breaking the electrodes in the process. So just be careful. Just slightly bend that out, that's it, yeah. So then hopefully that can come off. And we do have a new one of these in the service pack. If we can get that off. So yeah, so unhook that and then take that off. So we've got a new one of them in the service pack, as you can see there. So we're putting that on in a sec. So let's get this old burner seal off. Right, I just lost my cameraman there, he's chatting to his missus, so while he's been doing that I've just thought I'd quickly give these a little sand tidy up before it goes back in. So they're all fine, so then we get the burner seal and pop them like this, like so. We've got our little clip, so put him on there like that. So that's it, so he's down nice and tight. Out time, put him back. Again, be careful, you don't want to hit your electrodes. So just nice and gently push them down, push the seal in place on its lug there, and just to make sure it's all pushed down. You see there's a lug at the back there where the seal sits, and then obviously the electrodes have gone into their holes. So next burner plate, we've got this little bit that sits in the back. So put it over the electrodes. Again, big, be careful. I'm just going to get up there. I can see what I'm doing. So you tuck in the back end of it in the little, and then it'll come down onto this bolt. As you can see, it's sort of tucked in at the back, and then it enabled it to drop down on the front onto this bolt. Right, time to put the new hose on. So we need to just remove that. We get a new one in the service pack. I'll discard that. You need to pull this off. That old hose off. Putting the new hose on, and as you can see, there's a little circle there, there's a circle there on the fan. So you need to line them up, make sure they're together, and then on the other side, we have an arrow there. We also have an arrow there, so they need to be lined up. So as you can see, the arrows are lined up, and then we just tighten this up. Make sure it's tightened up, it's not going anywhere. Yeah. And we've got the new hose on. Right, new O-ring comes with the service pack, so let's get it changed. Flip that off. Yeah. Right, got the new hose on. Now time to get this fan arm back on the top of the burner. So we've got to, it's quite tricky because you've got the new burner seal on, so it's sticking out that little bit more now. Pushing the burner plate down, we need to try and get this over. So as you can see, I've pushed it in, and then you need to we're on now. So I've got it in place, and I've managed to push it down. I can feel it's going to slide into and lock in. So be careful. And then you heard it click into place then, and we're looking good. Right, now I'm going to put the retaining nut back on the top of the burner and attach the electrodes. So it's the 13mm spanner. Right, so we want to get that nut as tight as you can, basically till you can't go no further, so that's totally flush. Now to get the electrodes on. Right. So the single one at the back, it doesn't matter which way these two go round, so we don't have to label them up or worry. So power back to the fan, earth back on. We're now going to connect the gas, the new O-ring, push that down. So that's in, and we need the new clip. So that's all secure. Now we're going to put the access panel back on the top. Just jump up quickly. Dark feel now, just put this seal back on. Seal back on. And we need this plastic cover back on. Slide that in. That's that. Yeah, right, we're going to check the emissions again now we've done the heat exchange clean. I'm going to check the fan pressure as well, so we'll attach to the fan pressure test point. We're not going to do this at the same time. We're going to turn the boiler on. And we're going to flick it into high service mode. Nope, we're not in high service mode there. So now we're in high service mode. Let's see what readings we're getting.